Hello, and welcome to the pre-recorded version of 12 tips to improve your dermaplaning techniques with advanced aesthetic training. In today's workshop, we're going to discuss 12 tips and tricks to refine and improve your dermaplaning treatments. The techniques that you'll learn here today can be implemented immediately for instant results. If you're in this class today, it's evident that you want to provide the best possible treatment outcome for your clients, and that is absolutely awesome. I encourage you to practice the tips and techniques that we're going to speak about to see the difference it can make in your treatments. Even one minor adjustment can have a significant impact on your entire treatment outcome. Success depends largely on your willingness to grow and develop new skills. And make sure to stick around for the entire workshop because I have an incredible offer for you at the end that could impact your business. My name is Carly Walters, and I have 23 years of industry experience. I've been dermaplaning for 20 years and teaching dermaplaning for a little over 12 years all across the country. I'm the founder and director of education at Advanced Aesthetic Training, where we have dermaplaning classes to meet at each and every skill set, and we also sell dermaplaning supplies. My goal for today's workshop is to teach you techniques to extract more value out of each treatment, give you some actionable skills to increase client retention and increase your revenue, as well as give you a competitive edge. So let's go ahead and get started with tip number 1, apply appropriate pressure. Areas on the skin with less subcutaneous tissues, such as the nose, require less pressure, while areas with heavy subcutaneous tissues, such as the cheeks, will require more pressure. Pressure is applied in 2 ways. 1, pressure while bracing the hand, and 2, blade pressure on the client's skin. Your bracing pressure should be firm but light on the skin. You should be using just enough downward pressure to keep your fingers from sliding while the skin is being held taut. If you're using too much downward pressure, the skin won't lay flat, and you'll notice a slight bulging around the fingers that you're using to brace with. The rule of thumb with blade pressure is to always use the lightest amount of pressure possible that yields the best possible results. What works and what's comfortable can vary from client to client. You should notice vellus hair and skin cells easily coming off the face with no blanching under the blade. A little bit of redness can be normal, depending on skin type and sensitivity. I found that medium to light pressure is best for maintaining consistent blade contact with the skin. If your pressure is too light, the blade won't stay in contact with the skin, which won't provide good treatment results and can be slightly uncomfortable for the client. Too much pressure can cause irritation, inflammation, and discomfort for your client. So, more blade pressure absolutely does not mean better results. It can lead to pigmentation issues, redness, swelling, breakouts, as well as a rough texture on the skin. Make sure to ask your client for feedback and tell her she should feel a scraping sensation, but no discomfort, and adjust your treatment to her comfort level. Tip number 2, use proper tension. Always hold the skin taut and work between the fingers. For example, if you're holding the skin between 2 fingers vertically, make sure that you're dermaplaning vertically. If you're holding the skin taut between your 2 fingers horizontally, then make sure to dermaplane horizontally. Do not hold the skin vertically, then dermaplane horizontally. Improper tension can lead to nicks and skitter marks across the client's skin. Work within a 1/2 to a 1.5 inch space between your thumb and your index finger. Draw your fingers apart, pressing down just enough to keep your fingers from sliding. The skin should look taut and flat. Applying too much pressure downward can cause a bulge around the fingers, which we don't want. Flat surfaces are easier and safer to dermaplane than a curved surface. You'll know you have enough tension because the skin won't move with the blade. The blade should glide easily over the skin, removing vellus hair and dead skin cells. Tip number 3, dull dermaplaning blades. This is a big one. If you feel that your blade is dull, check your technique. If you're not holding the instrument at the correct angle, you won't be able to remove the dead skin cells effectively, and this can lead you to believe that you're working with a dull blade. Make sure you're holding the blade at the correct 45-degree angle. One of the most common issues I see when estheticians think that they're working with a dull dermaplaning blade is not actually the blade at all, it's the angle that the blade is being held. 45 degrees is the correct angle to use during a dermaplaning treatment. Anything slightly off and you won't achieve the desired results. Another issue can be tension. Make sure that you're holding the skin taut. If you're using a blade that's poor quality, the chances are that it will dull really fast during a treatment and multiple blades will have to be used. A good quality blade, such as the blades sold at Advanced Aesthetic Training, should last throughout the entire dermaplaning treatment without becoming dull or preventing vellus hair from being removed. Only one blade should be needed per treatment. Tip number 4, excessive vellus hair. The more vellus hair your client has on their skin, the tighter you should hold the skin while working. It also helps to work in smaller sections. This will help you to get under the hair as well as make your clients more comfortable. These particular individuals can experience some discomfort during the treatment. Tip number 5, work with the hair growth. Working against the hair growth on the first pass can cause irritation to the hair follicle on some clients. This can be very true with your acne-prone clients or your clients with sensitive skin. And this can be an issue causing a potential irritation or a breakout. The first pass should always be with the hair growth to avoid this issue. Tip number 6, avoid inflammation. More passes over the skin is not always better. When you do multiple passes over a troubled area that you just can't seem to remove all of that hair, you can cause an abrasion to the skin, which may not be visible immediately, but can appear 2 to 3 days post-treatment. This can lead to a wide array of potential difficulties, including, but certainly not limited to, pigmentation irregularities that may not be reversible. So 2 to 3 passes, depending on skin type and sensitivity level, is sufficient. Keep in mind that as you're working along the skin, you're always overlapping each pass slightly for an even exfoliation. Your first pass will remove the hair as well as some skin cells, and your second pass will remove dead skin. We all have that client that comes in that we could do 10 passes and still get dead skin cells off. Although this can be tempting, it's important to refrain. Have them come back in about 4 weeks and repeat the treatment. It's always important to weigh risks versus liability. Tip number 7, appropriate speed. Dermaplaning faster is not better. It's important that your client feels that they're getting the most out of their time with you. Dermaplaning too quickly can agitate your clients and inhibit her ability to relax. Client experience is one of the main reasons that they rebook. I understand that we have a limited amount of time allotted for each treatment, but there are many ways to use time more efficiently. Dermaplaning quickly should not be one of them. When you dermaplane too fast, it creates friction on the skin, which consequently results in heat and inflammation. This can cause an abrasion, reaction, or another post-treatment issue. Dermaplaning too slowly can be annoying for your client and will lead her to question your ability and skill set. So slow is not necessarily better either. When you start your procedure, start slowly and gradually increase your speed until you find a medium-paced, steady rhythm. Tip number 8, monitor your blade angle. This one is huge. This one can actually determine your entire treatment outcome. So monitor your blade angle as you're working along the curvatures of the face. The most effective and correct blade angle is 45 degrees, and you're going to get the best results when you hold the blade at 45 degrees. You'll need to adjust your angle as you work to accommodate the varying contours of the face. I see quite a few estheticians holding the blade at 90 degrees, and this results in very little exfoliation and can actually result in a potential injury. Very little hair and skin will be removed when you hold the blade at this angle, and really you're just kind of scratching the skin. Just for fun, try dermaplaning your leg at a 90-degree angle, then compare it to a 45-degree angle to see the difference that it can make in exfoliation. The most effective angle for dermaplaning is 45 degrees, and you're going to get the best results by using this angle. There are many curvatures on the face, and it's important to remember to constantly adjust your angle as you're working along these curvatures. A 45-degree angle is also the safest angle to use while dermaplaning. It can feel more natural, especially when you're just starting out, to hold the blade more parallel to the skin or even straight up and down at a 90-degree angle, but these angles can result in a potential nick or an abrasion. So keep in mind that surgeons hold their blades straight up and down to cut into the skin, and fishermen hold their blades almost parallel to fillet a fish. Does that make sense? Tip number 9, balance your compression and your tension. Keep your compression, or how much downward pressure that you're putting on the skin while bracing, and your tension, keeping the skin taut between your thumb and your index finger, in balance. The skin should lay flat between the fingers. If too much downward pressure is applied, the skin will slightly bulge around the fingers. So keep in mind that flat surfaces are easier and safer to dermaplane than curved surfaces. Tip number 10, holding your blade handle properly. The dermaplaning blade handle should be held from above as shown. This is known as the palmar grip, and it's the correct way to hold your blade handle to execute a proper dermaplaning treatment. Holding the blade this way makes a big difference in treatment outcome and in safety. Holding your blade handle properly is really important because it ensures that you have complete control over your treatment and you're able to see where you're going. This allows you to use pressure on the correct part of the blade, which will result in an even exfoliation, and it's also ergonomically correct and more comfortable. Never hold your dermaplaning handle from underneath or like a pencil. This is incorrect and will result in the inability to keep the blade at a 45-degree angle or have full control over your blade. Holding the dermaplaning blade handle from underneath forces pressure towards the tip of the blade, which can result in nicking or scratching the skin. It can also result in an uneven exfoliation. Tip number 11, combining physical exfoliation treatments. Do not combine a physical exfoliation treatment with another physical exfoliation treatment. Not only is this pointless, but it can be harmful to your client's skin. Physical exfoliation treatments work by bumping off the epithelial tissue or the dead skin cells, and it's only possible to go so deep because there's only one layer of dead skin cells. Once you've removed these cells, they're gone. By using another physical exfoliation modality over freshly dermaplaned skin, such as, say, a microdermabrasion or a scrub, you can cause damage and irritation. The exception to this rule would be to cut your passes in half. So, for example, one pass with dermaplaning and one pass with your microdermabrasion machine. This will give you the benefits of both treatments without compromising the skin. Tip number 12, combining physical and chemical exfoliation treatments. When combining physical and chemical exfoliation treatments together, the mechanical or physical modality is done first, allowing the chemical exfoliation solution, such as the peel, to penetrate deeper and work more effectively. Use of a chemical exfoliation solution prior to dermaplaning can cause a great deal of damage to the skin, and proper training on the subject is highly recommended. Dermaplaning prior to a chemical peel is a great way to prep the skin for a deeper and more even peel. If the client is new to your skincare practice, it's always best to proceed with caution. Get to know her skin and how she reacts to each treatment separately before you combine them, even if she tells you that she's had this treatment before. By proceeding this way, it will allow you to test your sensitivity to dermaplaning as well as chemical peels. A dermaplaning treatment is a great first treatment. This treatment alone keeps clients coming back monthly. So send her home with some glycolic-based products and prep the skin. Schedule her chemical peel appointment for, say, 4 weeks later, and this will give you ample time to see how she reacts to a low-potency glycolic before proceeding with the peel. Once you've established a baseline for each treatment, the dermaplaning treatment and the chemical peel treatment separately, they may be combined. You'll find that following a dermaplaning treatment, the chemical peel solution will penetrate the skin much faster and much deeper. I always recommend starting with a lactic acid peel because the molecules are much bigger and therefore will penetrate much slower than, say, a glycolic acid peel. Because the client's sensitivity to the peeling solution is increased, it will require much less time on the skin. Be prepared to neutralize sooner. Due to increased penetration, the client may experience more peeling than with prior chemical peels of the same strength applied by itself. Be sure to use the 1 to 10 discomfort scale and watch for any frosting. Always follow up with clients after each treatment to check for any issues, unexpected reactions, and amount of peeling, and overall treatment satisfaction. Answer any questions that she may have and assure her that you are available if she needs anything at all. Now, your more sensitive clients will benefit more from alternating chemical peels and dermaplaning every other month rather than combining them. Alternating chemical peels with dermaplaning treatments that include enzymes will allow these particular clients to have a more enjoyable experience and receive the cumulative benefits of both anti-aging procedures. So what we've covered today so far is really just scratching the surface of what's in the Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques class. It's actually one page out of the manual. Today we've discussed 12 tips that will help you extract more value out of each treatment so that you can provide optimum client results. I've given you some actionable techniques that will improve your outcomes, and I hope that I've given you a competitive edge as well. We did not cover the foundational understanding of dermaplaning treatments needed to achieve mastery over the practical skills that are required to perform the service. We have also not discussed how to expand your repertoire with new, innovative, advanced dermaplaning procedures and protocols, or how to leverage your dermaplaning treatments to make more money, which is ultimately what you need to grow your business. Before we move forward with the question and answer session, I'm going to show you how you can make your skincare practice more profitable by leveraging your dermaplaning treatments. Let me introduce you to the Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques online class. This is the first and only class available for experienced dermaplaning practitioners. You're going to gain the knowledge and practical skills you need to elevate your treatments beyond your peers and skyrocket your professional value. Practitioners will learn how to maximize their stream of revenue by offering add-on services, specialty treatments, advanced protocols, and new techniques. So on average, you're probably charging about $100 per dermaplaning treatment. You should be able to charge about $150 with add-on treatments. That means you get an additional $50 profit per client visit. If you sell just one per day or 30 per month, you're going to net an additional $1,500 a month. And across 12 months, this will be an additional $18,000. This is why the Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques class is so important. So ask yourself, what would an additional $18,000 in profit mean to you? What would you do with it? So inside of the course, you're going to learn new ways to incorporate dermaplaning into your practice. You're going to learn how to perform specialty and add-on treatments to book more services. We're going to design advanced protocols for every skin type to increase your service value. We'll also master difficult areas to boost confidence. You'll refine your techniques to achieve optimum client results. You're going to increase your revenue and put more money in your pocket immediately. We'll also review the basic dermaplaning procedure to eliminate any confusion. And you're also going to learn some actionable marketing techniques to grow your business. So within hours, you can be selling upgraded services to your clients to become more profitable. It's a one-time investment to profit every day. There's no need to invest in expensive new equipment, and you can profit from your existing clientele and increase referrals. Some other course features we think that you're going to love are our user-friendly course format. You're going to receive lifetime access. You'll also get a certificate of completion. You're going to get instant access to all of the materials. You'll get access to our Facebook community, and you'll receive ongoing support. This class also comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So all of this is inside the Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques online class and more, which is valued at $400. This is already an exceptional deal with a huge return on investment, but I like to over-deliver, so I have something else. Bonus number 1 is your Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques manual. This is going to provide you with easy-to-access class information right at your fingertips when you need it, and it's valued at $150. I also wanted to provide you with something important that you may need for your business. So bonus number 2 is your client intake form as well as your dermaplaning consent form. These forms help to establish trust in the practitioner while respecting the autonomy of a client. They're legal documents that help prevent any misunderstandings, lapses in communication, and address liability issues, and they're valued at $75. So your total value here is now $625 with the Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques class. And you're going to receive your manual, your coursework. You'll also receive a client intake form as well as your dermaplaning consent form. But wait, there's more. Bonus number 2 is your promotional flyer, which will help you catch your customer attention quickly with this advertising piece, which describes the amazing benefits that dermaplaning treatments can provide for your clients. Bonus number 4 is a post-care handout. Aftercare handouts are really an important part of ensuring client satisfaction and maintaining a positive professional relationship. And these are each valued at $50, so $50 each. So this is a one-time investment to profit for a lifetime. And I wanted to give you my personal favorite thing as well. Bonus number 5 is an ebook titled Reasons Your Client Breaks Out After Dermaplaning and What to Do About It. And this is valued at $125. So with the Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques class, you're going to get your coursework, which is valued at $400, your manual, which is valued at $150, your client intake form, as well as your dermaplaning consent form, which is valued at $75. You're going to get bonus 3, which was a promotional flyer valued at $50, and bonus 4, your post-care handouts, as well as bonus 5, your ebook, Reasons Your Client Breaks Out After Dermaplaning and What to Do About It. That's valued at $125. So the total value here is actually over $800. So how much is this investment in your career worth? $600? $400? You get everything here, valued at over $800 for $197. But to make things easier for you, I have one final bonus. I have an additional coupon code for $50 off the sale price of $197. If you use coupon code ADVANCED, your total price will be $147. But there is a catch. It's only available for the next 3 days. So let's go ahead and get started. If you go to www.dermaplaning.co and click on the Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques class, it will bring up your program. Scroll down and click Unlock the Advanced Dermaplaning Techniques class. Complete your registration, and you'll receive instant access to the coursework as well as all of your bonuses. So worst case scenario, when you enroll in my programs, you're going to refine your treatments, expand your knowledge, and optimize treatment efficacy for amazing client satisfaction and instant results. You'll also add new services to your portfolio. Best case scenario, when you enroll in my programs, you're going to skyrocket your professional value and elevate your dermaplaning treatments far beyond your competition. You'll learn new innovative services to leverage your dermaplaning treatments and make more money dermaplaning. So imagine exceeding your sales goals this year without the cost of new client acquisition or the hefty price tag that comes with new equipment. Thank you for joining us.